Okay, so have you ever heard the phrase, money can buy happiness? I just love hearing people say it, just as much as I hate hearing it. Does that even make sense? Okay, first of all, let me tell you why. Of course, money can buy happiness. Hear me out. I always see people talk about Jenny, money can buy happiness. You won't be happy if you have money. Money won't buy you happiness. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, fine. Money might not buy you happiness, but money will buy me happiness, okay? I'm already happy within myself. Not only am I already happy, I create my own life. And that I create something that I know I will be happy with. I know that I enjoy. So therefore, I'm already happy. But you know what? There are a bunch of things that I know I could be a lot more happier if I had in my life. And every single day, I work towards getting those things. But if I had money, would I be a lot happier by getting those things that I want that I know would make me happy? Absolutely, it will make me happier because those are the things that I want. So therefore, it all depends on how you look at it. Money can absolutely buy you happiness. What do you want? What are you going to buy this money, or what are you going to use this money for that's going to bring you happiness? It's not necessarily the money. Money is literally just energy. Money is just, money is not real. Money is not real. Whatever you feel will bring you happiness, you will use that money to buy or to get the thing that will bring you happiness. So when I hear people talk about, oh, money can buy you happiness, lies, lies. You might be rich and not be happy because the majority of the time it's because you are not happy yourself. You probably wasn't happy before you were rich. You weren't happy with who you were. So therefore, when you have that money, that didn't change anything. You still are not happy with how you are. Just like if you're happy poor, you would probably be 10 times happier rich because you know how it was to not have anything at all. And you were able to deal with life like that. Let me tell you, nothing is more important in life than money. It might not be important when in a moral thinking way, you might think that is not true, but you can do a lot of things if you don't have money in this world. You cannot do a lot of things. I repeat, you cannot do a lot of things in this world if you don't have money. Just like you can do every single thing that you want in this world if you have money. Okay? If you have money, you can get away with murder. All right, and it's very sad to say, but that's the society that we live in. That's just how things are going to be. That's how it's just going to continue to be. You can get away with murder as long as you have enough money to pay for it. A lot of celebrities, like the Jay-Z's of it all, and a lot of other celebrities, if you really, really listen to their music, it tells you. It really tells you. It explains to you how you cannot do a lot of stuff without money. But the minute you have the money, like I got the keys. DJ Khaled, I got the keys. The keys, what do you think the keys mean? The key, you got the key to success. You got the key to this, you got the key to that. I got the keys to being able to do blah, 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 and not getting in trouble for it. You know how many politicians do corrupt things? Majority of them do, but guess what? They have the money to be able to sweep it under the rug like it never happened. I'm telling you, money will bring you happiness. If you might be sad, you might be being cheated on by someone who doesn't have any money, just like you could be cheated on by someone who has money. You might be disrespected by someone like in a relationship, someone who doesn't have money, just like you would be disrespected in a relationship with someone who has money. It all depends on who you pick, who you choose to be with. It all depends on the decisions that you make that lead to that. It's not necessarily the money. The money doesn't make the person. The money doesn't make the person. If a person is a nasty person, they're a nasty person, even if they're poor or they're rich. I have dealt with people who are nasty, dirt poor, but they're still very nasty. And I've dealt with people who are hella rich and they're very nasty. Just like I've dealt with people who are dirt poor and they're down to earth, they're respectful, they're loving, they're caring. Just like I've dealt with people who are wealthy and they are loving, caring, respectful. It is all depending on who you are inside. It all starts inside. So when it comes to the whole money doesn't make you happy thing, I call that a myth. It is all about what you believe. Don't let them Christians try to fool you talking about money don't make you happy. Meanwhile, you collecting everybody's little coins every Sunday, and that's not going to Jesus. Talking about, oh, we need to tithe. You tithe for yourself. You tithe within yourself. You give yourself 10%. Just like in a business, they tell you, pay yourself 10%. You pay yourself that. You don't need to be giving it to no church. Okay, because half the time the pastor is living a large life, talking about, oh, well, money is root to all evil. Money is the root to all evil. No, the lack of money is the root to all evil, not money. The lack of money is, okay? Meanwhile, the pastor is sitting up here enjoying fine wine and eating caviar off of the poor church people money. Look at Pastor T.D. Jakes. His daughter, they just did this interview about his daughter. These people literally had a whole house and then a guest house where the kids stayed. The kids were like 9, 10 and didn't even live in the same house as the parents. They had their very own house. The daughter loved lilies. She had a lily garden. What? Meanwhile, you got people in the church who can't even afford to put food on their table, but the pastor has or like any pastor, not just him, they have a private jet. Meanwhile, the church is going hungry. They're eating from the pantry. Whatever pantry they got for the, for the church, that's what you're eating out of. Meanwhile, the pastor is preaching to you, and most of the time, it's only African Americans who sit here and listen to all that mumbo jumbo that the pastor's telling you. Meanwhile, he's taking all your money and spending it on girls. Okay, a lot of time the same pastors are the one cheating anyway. So I don't know why y'all put them on a pedestal as if they're God. Okay, they're doing all these things, cheating in the church. I went to a church a long time ago, and the pastor who I thought, like, I'm in my feelings. Okay, I'm really in my feelings when it comes to that, because to me it's just a whole lot. A lot of time, like, we don't sit and we think. We gotta think. You gotta think. Okay, that pastor, I looked up to him. He had a wonderful wife, 2 kids, perfect little family. Perfect little family. So we thought, pastor couldn't do no wrong. His wife, nice lady. When she see you, she always try to tell you need to wear longer skirts. You have to wear longer skirts past your knees and all of that. Sweet lady. Nothing happened with her, but the damn pastor cheated with the youth leader. Okay? Cheated with the youth leader the whole time. This good pastor that everybody looked up to. Very nice pastor. Good looking man. Yes. But not saying that he was stealing the church's money, but he was funding his side chick with half the money, the church from the money. I mean, the money from the church. Okay? And was he making some decent money from the church? Yes, because from my knowledge, he wasn't working. He didn't have an actual job. So therefore, when they're telling you, oh, well, we're donating every Sunday, they're raising money, they're picking up money every Sunday for a church. We're building a church. I've been in that same church for over 15 years. I never seen a new church. Never seen no new church. But we're always raising money. We're always doing concerts. We're always dancing, praise dancing and all this. We raise lots of money. We never see the church. We never see the other church. We're still renting a room. Let's get it out there. So stop telling people that money is root to all evil. No, lack of money is. I've seen people do the craziest stuff over money, over not having money. I've seen people do the craziest things over not having money. I'm so tired of hearing the nonsense about money, about how money will make you happy. So they want to encourage their kids to date someone who does have a lot more money because they're like, well, he's going to treat you just as bad. Well, a poor person can treat you just as worse. What difference does it make? A poor person can treat you just as worse. You know what kind of saying I like to hear? I can cry the same amount of cry in a Bugatti. Yes, the kind of saying I like to hear. My bank account is loaded. You know the kind of saying I like to hear? Here, baby girl, go spoil yourself at the mall. Or you know what kind of saying I like to hear? I just purchased you a brand new bracelet, diamond bracelet. Something like that. I like to hear that. Why don't we normalize that in the black family? Normalize our kids dating people who are able to do for them instead of trying to tell them all the time money is the root to all evil, or money's not gonna make you happy. Well, how about you let them find out? Let them find out. And if it doesn't make them happy, then oh well. We're always pushing our kids, you should be a doctor, you should be a nurse, you should be this and you should be that. And that's fine. But then you never push them to say, hey, you should thrive to find something better in life, to find a good man who can provide for you instead of just giving you kids so you can suffer the rest of your life. Not saying all kids make you suffer, but if they're not gonna be here and raise their kids with you, then you're going to spend the rest of your life living paycheck to paycheck, because that's just what you're used to. Because you probably have kids so early on, you didn't really have time to really build your life because you listened to some pissy boy who tells you that, oh, well, you're going to be married or you're going to do this, you're going to be doing that. As soon as the baby comes, they jump ship. Okay? We need to teach our kids that it's okay to date someone who is able to provide for you. We need to teach our kids that it's okay to test out having a lot of money. Test it out. If you don't like it, that's fine. You can drop it if you don't like it. Just like we push them to do other things, a lot of times not great things. What about we push them to thrive so we can have to save for the next generation instead of just living for ourselves right now? The next generation needs. What about we teach our kids to not to save our credits, like credits, build credits, have good credit so we can be able to buy homes early on in our lives? What about having extra homes and being able to save home for your future kids or grandkids? Like I said before, nothing, the Kardashians, there's a lot wrong with them. All right, there's a lot wrong with the Kardashians, but also there's a lot good with them. Not going to lie, Chris, the way she's teaching her kids about money, about how, like, family, about building generational wealth, to me, a lot of moms can take that those examples from her. She's doing really good. She's doing really good. The devil work hard, but Chris, she work harder, and I love that. I love that about her. She's putting all her kids on, talking about, girl, she wants 15 grandkids. Well, she's able to have them. They can take care of them. They can take care of them kids. Yes, we might talk bad about them all the time, but they're doing their thing. They can take care of them kids. So what, they have black kids. And if those kids are going to be raised in a good home, they're going to be taken care of. They're probably going to exploit them kids half the time, but those kids will never go hungry one day in their life. Ever, ever, ever. Ever, ever. And for that, I salute them. Anyways, I hope you guys take something out of this video. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it if you care. I just feel like I wanted to express myself when it comes to this whole money situation, because we are always talking about this money thing, money that. Well, I actually like having money. I actually like dating someone who can provide for me 100% and without me having to worry about it. I actually enjoy that. After experiencing it a couple of times, it feels really nice, and I don't mind it at all. So keep all that money is root to all evil away from me, because I don't claim that. Keep on that. Money's not gonna make you happy comment away from me because I don't claim that. Okay? Keep that. Anyway, bye.